as refs. 3, line judge, back judge. Head ref, line judge, back judge. Okay? So I'm going to take you through what all 3 are going to do. All right? So, Chris, you're going to be my punter. Okay? As head ref, first thing you're going to do is 4th down. Ask your team, are they going to punt or play? All right? Chris, you're going to punt or play?
We're going to punt.
We're going to punt. All right? So now you have to announce that to the defense. The way you do that, you can use your voice and also use the mechanic. So it's 4th down, offense elects to punt. Mechanic is simple. Just put your leg out there, just like you're going to punt. All right? That way the defense knows both by what you said and by what you did. All right? Once you do that, if y'all want to come around with me. All right? Yeah, there's a bucks right there. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to get our 7 and 7, just like you would for a normal play. All right, so that's 7 yards back, 7 yards to one. If you want to come around so you guys can see what we're looking at. I know you're looking at the sun, it does suck. We're doing it all day though, so it's all right. Okay, so look that way. So what you're going to be looking at, you're going to be looking at the punter. Make sure the punter does receive the ball and kick it in one fluid motion. All right, say stop, stutter, do anything like that, it will be a penalty. I haven't thrown very many of those in my time here, so probably won't see it very often. The only time you may see it is at the end of the game, somebody's trying to stall. That could be a common occurrence. All right. Once you do that, the only time I'll tell you to do this too. Watch the ball. As header, if you're watching the ball to see if it does go out of bounds in the air. The reason for that, your line judge and your back judge cannot tell where the ball is whenever it goes out of bounds in the air. You as a head ref will be able to. All right. So the way that you're going to do that, if you were to kick the ball out of bounds on this side, all right, you're watching it, looking to see where it goes out of bounds, perpendicular to the plane. All right. Then you're going to hold up your arm and wait for your line judge, since it's on this side, to be walking back at you with their arm up until they get to the exact spot. Then you're going to chop them in. All right? Chop them into the spot there that the ball went out of bounds at. All right? That's how we're going to handle the ball that goes out of bounds. All right? Do you have any questions on that? No? All right. So now we're going to go over to line judge. All right? So, now we're at line judge, right? How many players do you need on the line for it to be a legal play? 4. Okay, how many total reps? 5. Okay, perfect. Same goes for a punt. Just like any other play, still need 4 or 5 on the line depending upon whoever's playing, alright? So, once you do that, looking, see everybody's good, line's good. I'll show you that. Then what I do is I take a step, so that way I'm 1 foot on each line. That's personal preference for me. If you'd like to do that too, you can. I find it real easy, but then you can watch both lines. Because during a punt, neither the offense nor the defense is allowed to cross line scrimmage before the ball's kicked. So we can't have any block kicks, we can't have any fake plays. Until the ball's kicked, nobody's allowed to cross the line. As line judge, I like to give them the courtesy of letting them know. Don't leave until the ball's kicked. Don't cross the line until the ball's kicked. Make sure that they know, especially the first couple of weeks whenever some people don't know the rules of the game. All right? Make sure to give them that courtesy. All right? Once the ball is kicked, what we're going to do is we're going to flow with the players down the field. The reason for this, if somebody's run down the field and they throw a shoulder, you sometimes can't see it. I guess it's a bow, whatever it is. But sometimes you can't see it if you just stand right here. So flow with the players so you can watch them so they're not doing anything illegal during the play. And then also whenever they're running back, you're going to help the back to getting the spot if it goes that long. So exactly as it sounds. As soon as the ball's kicked, you're going to be running downfield, watching the play, making sure nothing's bad going on. All right? Also, as line judge, make sure and watch to see if the ball does hit an offensive player. The reason for this is the spot of first touching. There again, I've been doing this for like 3 years, never had this call, but it could easily happen. What you do, the ball hits the kicking team or the offensive player, drop your beanbag at that spot, and then the receiving team either can take the result of the play or take the ball to the spot of first touching. That's why we have to drop the beanbag at that spot. All right? Any questions on the line judge station?
I probably got it on it. You have 4 on the line, right? You're not allowed to cross until it's kicked. Are you allowed to have somebody running towards the line as it's kicked?
Yes, you can. As long as they do not cross the line, they are allowed to run at the line as long as they don't cross.
So when you announce it, make sure you say don't cross the line until it's kicked. Not nobody move until it's kicked. Because a lot of teams took that. We got all stand still as it's kicked.
Exactly. All right. Anything else? Play over the line when it's kicked. That ball play. No, okay, so if they start on sides and then they step over, you're just gonna drop your flag. It's a throw and go. That we're gonna take at the end of the play. We're not gonna stop the play for that.
Do they get the option? You think it is?
Yeah. Yeah, you just roll it out. Little procedure. Yeah, little size, roll it out.
Do you have the defense have the option? Does the receiving team have the option? If the kicking team was going through?
No, it's five from the previous spot because they didn't kick the ball yet.
Doesn't matter what happens.
If nothing else, we're going to go to the back judge now. Alright? Alright, so let's hustle over here to the back judge. There we go.
Oh. Yeah, I get. Yeah, they can decline the penalty.
Not very far, just about 1 to 2 yards, so that way you can see everything that happens that's going on in the play in front of them. Alright? Whenever you're at back judge, beanbag in hand. The reason why? As soon as they receive the ball, drop the beanbag at that spot. Alright? Because we do need that spot in case there's a penalty on the play on the receiving team. Alright? For example, if we have a kick, during the kick, the defense holds. Alright? They hold one of the kicking teams. So we're going to take 10 yards from the spot of foul and not 10 yards from the end of the run because they gain those yards illegally. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, as back judge, you're also going to be following the play now. So whenever they receive the ball, you're going to be kind of watching the play, watching them moving as they're going along, and watching for backwards passes. Because some of the more veteran teams will pass the ball backwards during punch for the simple fact that you don't have a set defense that they're playing against. It's kind of going wherever everybody is. So, watch for the backwards passes and just react to them as you normally would. Alright? Like I said, backwards passes are a common thing. Alright? Once you do that, get your spot, mark it off, make sure it's downfield foot because now you're going the opposite way. So downfield foot, so if we're going here, right foot, and then mark that spot off, stop your line judge in, make sure that they have the spot, they have the Any questions with back judge or any of the things that we went over in this station? Alright, y'all wanna run one?
Can we go over the penalties on the punts in relation to the beanbag again? So like what penalties are we looking at where we're enforcing it from the beanbag?
So if there's a punt like during the kick. So like
a penalty during the kick.
Yeah. So like if you have, I use the example if you have a holding during the kick, because then technically they have not gained any of the yards that they got during the return legally. So we don't want to give them those yards and then back them up for what they gained illegally. So
Holding on the receiving team?
Huh?
Holding on the receiving team?
Yes. So that'd be like something that we take from the beanbag. Okay.
So the beanbag is thrown automatically when the receiver catches it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as they catch the ball, or as soon as they touch it, drop the beanbag at that spot.
You're talking about clearing the other officials when the play's dead? You're talking about the back judge, he signals the other official when the play's dead?
Yeah, so if the ball becomes dead in your area, you're going to blow your whistle, get that spot, and then you're going to pass it off to your line judge.
It's not necessarily the beanbag, though, is it?
No, it's not necessarily. Yeah, you throw the beanbag, and that's if like you have a penalty or something, or if they buff the ball, anything like that. All right. So now we're gonna go see Dennis.
Oh no.
And we're gonna talk about.